Welcome into Walla Walla, Washington for Game 4 of this 6-game road trip. The Bend Elks looking to get back on track after getting swept in Salem. But a new city means a new opportunity. We're so excited to have you with us on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Aiden O'Neill up here in the broadcast booth as always. Really excited for tonight. You know, you have the 3 games in Salem where the Elks get swept, but 2 of those came via a 1-run loss. One was the 2-run loss yesterday where Dimitri Sisitko came up in the 9th inning with a chance to tie the game for the Bend Elks, although it didn't come to fruition. Another opportunity tonight to get back on track. The Elks will bat first, of course, as the road team against the righty Dexter Kauai out of Bushnell. And Keaton Nadeau will dig in from the right side. The first pitch of the ball game is a fastball that misses low. We get started at 6:32, a couple minutes ahead of schedule here in Walla Walla. Wind blowing from right to left on this gorgeous Friday night. The 1-0 fastball misses outside. Keaton Nadeau, a speedster at the top of this order. Coming off an injury to the right forearm, but feeling good today. 2-0 fastball called a strike on the outside corner. And Dexter Kauai gets in the zone. Goes by DJ. A 4.12 ERA this past season at Bushnell in 63 1/3. 2-1. Fastball misses down and away. Walla Walla tonight in their navy blue tops, navy caps, white pants. And the Elks going with the all-black pinstripe look. Both teams entering this contest 3-3. The 3-1. Fastball at the top of the zone, called a strike. Keaton Nadeau thought it was ball 4 and started walking down to first base. But the home plate umpire says, come on back, we'll do it again. Nadeau at batting .375 in just 8 at-bats. Back at the top, the 3-2. Fastball, cold, strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. And Keaton Nadeau, for the second straight pitch, was walking down to first because he thought it was ball 4. That is a tough at-bat. 1 gone in the first. Bringing up Eli Pupo. Kauai working fast. Fastball, called a strike on the first pitch. Eli Pupo. Bright neon green spikes. 0-1 changeup, just a hair off the plate. The defense behind Kauai. Hafson, Kane, and Guile from left to right in the outfield. Young and Owens on the left side. T and Rickman on the right side. Osborne doing the catching. 1-1 heater, called a strike. It's 1-2. These two teammates, Pupo and Kauai, both at Bushnell this last season. 1-2. Fastball, foul tipped in and out of the glove of Osborne. And Eli Pupo will get another shot. Pupo, 13 ABs, a .231 average, but with that defense, finds himself consistently in the order. 1-2 with 1 out. Changeup misses down and away. Pupo from Redmond, Oregon, now getting to play for the hometown squad. In a sense, living a childhood dream. 2-2 fastball, cold, strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. And DJ Kauai with back-to-back looking strike 3s. He is in a rhythm early against these Elks, turning the page to Aiden Tallarico. No Aiden Tallarico yesterday in Marion. He's had a back issue that has tightened up a bit, but back in there. First pitch, curveball misses high. He was drilled in batting practice on a line drive while out in the field. Probably 90 off the bat of Adam Fulton. And a big mark left on his back. 1-0 fastball runs in tight. It hit Aiden Tallarico. And on the hit by pitch, he'll head down to first. That looked eerily similar to the Friday night hit by pitch that got overturned by Perry Schofield against the same batter in Aiden Tallarico. This time, though, no appeal and nothing overturned. Now Joshua Sir in the cleanup spot. Endless power, committed to Long Beach State. Kawahi's pitch. Fastball runs in tight, and it hit Josh Sir on the left hand, and he's in a considerable amount of pain. Limp over right near the dugout, and Alan Cox immediately points to the training room. As Sir might need to get checked out. That is not good at all. The last thing you want to see in summer ball is injuries. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this game, and then back-to-back hit by pitches for DJ Kawahi. Losing command, and Josh Sir. You don't want to jump to any conclusions, but looks like he may have fractured something in his left hand just because of the pain that he's in, wincing every moment that the trainer touches the outer part. It could be a finger or metacarpal. Sir is still shaking it off. We'll see if he stays in this game. More smiles now than normal, and Sir's gonna stay in. How about that? Joshua Sir was in a lot of pain and then just shook it off. I never want to jump to conclusions at all, but it really did look like he was in so much pain where he might stay out. Stays in the game, and now it's Mason Elrod with runners on first and second. 2 outs, and a big swing and a miss at the first pitch he sees. Elrod, just a $118 so far this season. But a heck of a hitter. Just waiting for that swing. Kawahi's 0-1. That's lined into right center field. Over the glove of T and into right center. Tallarico's going to round third and head home. Mason Elrod with an RBI single gets the Elks going here in Walla Walla. That ball wasn't hit particularly hard at all, but it did the job. Just floated over the glove of Trevor T. And that's got to feel good for Elrod. New city, new Mason. Now Marcus Galvin, the batter. The 2 hit by pitches. Got the Elks a rally here in the first. It's Marcus Galvin. Fastball misses up and away. Chatted pregame with Elrod, and he obviously knows that baseball is an up and down game. There's going to be a lot of highs and much more lows. Just got to stay steady in a long summer. 1-0. Fastball skied to left field, but well foul. Right on top of the batting practice facility here in Walla Walla. Beautiful night. You could wear shorts in this weather for sure. Just 69 degrees, a couple of clouds overhead. A pleasant night for baseball. Marcus Galvin. Pinch hit last night in a big spot, as he'll take a changeup that misses outside. Came in for Braden Jones in the 9th inning and ended up striking out. Elks got oh so close to mounting a comeback, down 10-4 in the 8th. 2-1. Fastball misses up. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 2 sides of pitching. DJ Kawahi looks so dominant against the first 2 batters of this frame with back-to-back looking Ks, but has since lost his command. 3-1, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Here it comes. Fastball called to strike at the top of the zone. It looked a bit up. Galvin will keep batting. action pitch coming up. 3-2, 2 outs. Both Sir and Elrod will be on the move as soon as that ball is released. The pitch. Fastball sky just above us in the press box. We'll do it again. The Elks yesterday in a game where the pitching got away from them as the game went on. Struck first with 2 runs in the first frame, and it looked promising. So far tonight, the same. The 3-2 again. Fastball misses high, ball 4. The third free pass of this inning, the first walk for DJ Kawahi, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. His time is called. Osborne heading out to have a chat with Kawahi. That was just his freshman season this last year. From Nanakuli, Hawaii, went to Kailua High School. And a JUCO transfer was at Pima Community College prior to Bushnell. He'll face Kevin Ferruta, who's been up in a lot of big spots already this season. Finding himself another. Elks looking for a crooked number in the first. Kawahi looks home to Ferruta. The pitch. Fastball called to strike just at the knees. 0-1. Although Ferruta's only batting $167 on the season, tied for 3rd in runs batted in on the squad and is 1st in doubles. 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed. A hearty hack from Ferruta, who'll have to shorten up. Sir on 3rd. Elrod on 2nd. Galvin on 1st. Here in the 1st. Working from the first base side of the rubber. The 0-2. Fastball got him swinging as Ferruta chased. That will end the frame. DJ Kawahi strikes out the side. But amidst that, 3 free passes and the RBI single from Mason Elrod gives the Elks a 1-0 lead here in the first. To the home half, Jackson Kendall, his 2nd start as an Elk, when we come back on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Home half of the first inning here in Walla Walla. Thanks so much for joining us. Hayden O'Neill up here in the broadcast booth per usual. The Elks strike first, ahead 1-0 entering this bottom half. And Jackson Kendall on the bump for the Elks. The tall righty, shades of Paul Skeens. Face the batter in Knowles. First pitch fastball, fouled straight back. 0-1. Always good for the Elks to get on top early. Will take a lot of pressure off of Kendall, who's started one game so far this season. The 0-1. Fastball misses away. .65", 230-pounder out of Houston Christian from Colorado. That one game he threw as the 1-1 misses outside came against the Springfield Drifters during the home opener at Gena. 4 innings in that one, 5 hits allowed, 2 runs, 5 Ks. There were flashes of brilliance and also some stuff that Kendall wants to clean up. 2-1 heater misses down. It's important to get into the zone early too if you're Kendall. I'm sure that will be an emphasis. And 3-ball count this time to Knowles. Peyton Knowles from Purdy, Washington, the 3-1. Fastball crushed deep down the right field line. Going away from Sir, and it just falls foul. He hit it where Sir wasn't, but thankfully for the Elks right fielder, fell on the right side of the foul line. Knowles so far this summer, a .304 average at the top of this order. 1 home run, 5 runs batted in, with 5 runs scored too. The 3-2 fastball got him swinging at the top of the zone. Jackson Kendall climbs the ladder for the first out for the Elks. Bringing up Trevor T. Returner for these Walla Walla Sweets from a summer ago. Kendall's pitch. Fastball just a hair inside. The defense behind Jackson Kendall, it's Pupo, Nato, and Sir from left to right in the outfield. Fruta and Fulton on the left side. Jones and Elrod on the right side, with Marcus Galvin doing the catching. 1-0. Fastball popped up left side of the infield. Foul territory. Fruta chasing it all the way to the net, and it goes out of play. Trevor T, 6'1", 190-pounder, has had a great summer thus far. A .357 average in 3 games with 2 runs batted in. From Poway, California. 1-1. Goes to the slider. It's just a hair off the plate. Played for an ultra-competitive Division II group this past season at Colorado Mesa, and had a monster year, a .387 average, where he had 4 homers. 2-1, line down the left field line and foul. Last year with Walla Walla was a staple in the middle infield. And returning now for another summer as one of the veteran leaders. 2-2. Fouled straight back. Do it again. T continuing to battle here. He can Jackson Kendall work with these long at-bats. Two. Goes to the slider. It's stopped by Galvin, and a good take by T. After T, it's Rickman, Osborne, and Young, then Guile, Kane, Hawson, and Owens to round off the lineup. 3-2, 1 out. Nobody on base. Bottom one, 1-0 Elks. The pitch. Fastball, fouled straight back. We'll do it again. That was something about Trevor T2 in 2025 with Walla Walla. He never went down without a fight. Slight choke up on the bat from the right side. Now almost in a crouch. Getting low, looking to make contact. The pitch home is lined down the left field line and foul. In 200 plate appearances with Walla Walla in 25. Hit 270. A 750 OPS, was just steady, and also swiped 10 backs. But he walks a ton, 30 walks to just 33 Ks, the 3-2, and he walked here. Takes outside, Kendall loses him. A 1-out base runner. Bringing up Mateo Rickman. From Torrance, California. Right here in the middle of this order. T with a healthy lead off of first. Kendall's pitch. Fastball called to strike on the inside corner. Rickman batting .333 in 3 games. With a run batted in. Goes to Cal State Northridge. 0-1. T takes off. Fastball fouled off the mask of Galvin and beyond home plate. Forcing Trevor T to retreat back to first. The Elks have been the one to run on all of their opponents, stealing an abundance of bases, but as a staff from time to time, that's also been an issue. Throw over to check on the runner and T, who's back with a dive. Ground ball would get the Elks out of this early inning. 0-2. Fastball misses up and in tight. An easy take from Rickman. The one thing that Walla Walla has done really well is hit. Second in the entire West Coast League in batting average at .296. Long pause. The 1-2. Slider down and away. And when they've gotten into these 2-strike counts, they've made Jackson Kendall work. Nobody has been an easy out by any means. 2-2 with 1 gone to Rickman. Here it is. Slider misses away. Full count. Waiting on deck is Osborne. When you think about offense, that has been the identity of the Sweets. Against an Elks pitching staff that struggled. The 3-2. Slider, cold, strike 3 on the inside corner. A pearl of a pitch from Kendall, his second K, and there's 2 gone. Now bringing up Osborne in the cleanup spot. Kendall comes home. Misses low. Good stop by Marcus Galvin, who has done work back there all season long. Really good defensive backstop. Threw out a couple of runners in last night's game in Salem. 1-0. Fastball, sawed off, broken bat, slow grounder to the shortstop in Fulton. Comes in a couple steps, fields and throws to first, and that will end the inning. Just the 1-out walk for Jackson Kendall, but he pitches through it. Elks lead 1-0 after 1. We're back after this on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the second inning, Elks lead 1-0. First pitch to Braden Jones is a fastball that misses up and away. 8-9-1. 2 up for the Elks this frame, who got to DJ Kawahi a little bit last inning. Jones swings through the 1-0. Good work by Jackson Kendall after the 1-out walk to escape. Struck out 2 in the opening frame. 1-1. Change-up way out in front as Jones, almost going to a knee on a pitch at the bottom of the zone. One thing about DJ Kawahi is he's going to work fast. Get it and rip it. 2-strike pitch. Right back to Kawahi, who catches it on a line. Just the natural reflexes taking over for Kawahi, who caught it just above his left foot to retire Jones. Now Adam Fulton. Fastball runs in tight, almost hit him. There's been no intention behind anything from DJ Kawahi, but you still take exception if you're the Elks. He's already drilled 2 batters. 1-0 fastball popped up, foul, and out of play. It's never fun to get plunked. Keep an eye out on Josh Sir to see how he's feeling. 1-1. Fastball misses up. Your base coaches tonight for the Elks, John Kemp down there at third. And we have a player as our first base coach tonight. It's LMU's own Richie Klosik. 2-1. Fouled right back. So instead of enjoying your off day, you get to go coach first. That might be, it is more enjoyable than just being in the dugout for sure. 2-2 with 1 gone. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for strike 3. That's punch out number 4 for DJ Kawahi. Bringing up Keaton Nadeau, the Elks leadoff man. This is the first of 3 between Elks and the Sweets, as the first pitch to Nadeau is skied to shallow right. Guile comes in, he reaches up and makes the catch. A quick 1-2-3 second inning for DJ Kawahi as the Elks go down in order. Bottom 2 after this, Elks up 1-0. Bottom of the second inning here in Walla Walla. Jackson Kendall rolls on for the Elks. He'll face Landon Young to start this inning, who squares to bunt and bunts at foul near the on-deck circle for the Sweets. Young, Guile, and Kane do up this frame, 6, 7, and 8 in the Walla Walla order. Oh, 1. Crushed to left center field, but in the park. Nadeau ranges over to his right. He reaches up and makes the catch for the first out. Caught him more off the end of the bat than it looked like initially. Critical by Jackson Kendall to keep getting those first pitch outs. Look back to his opening start against the Drifters. That was something that really plagued him. So now Guy will dig in. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. Popping the leather of Marcus Galvin with that velo. In the first inning of that outing, leadoff runner got on base. Same in the second. Not in the third, but in the fourth. So 3 of his 4 innings, the leadoff batter reached as the 0-1 is swung through. Whereas tonight, he's really limited that. That allows for you to go deeper in games and get in more of a rhythm as he comes set. On the 0-2. Fastball, cold, strike 3, freezing Guile at the knees. His 3rd strikeout. And there's 2 gone in the second. Jackson Kendall really starting to feel it. As Kane will bat. The pitch. Fastball popped up right side of shallow right field. Elrod going out at first. In foul territory. Reaches up. Collides with the second baseman Braden Jones. Everybody's okay. Elrod caught it. And that will end the inning. Braden Jones was running over with no regard for Elrod being there and just slammed into the tall 6'3" frame of the first baseman. But everyone's good, and that's all that matters. Another clean inning for Jackson Kendall. To the third, Elks on top. 1-0 on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the third inning here in Walla Walla. Elks on top 1-0. Here's Eli Pupo to start off this frame. Will take a fastball up and away for a ball. Pupo, Tallarico, and Sir, 2, 3, and 4, due up against the righty from Hawaii as the 1-0 is swung on and missed at the bottom of the zone. Both starting pitchers tonight getting themselves in a rhythm at the start of this game. The Elks would love some length out of Kendall, especially because of how taxing these last couple of games have been. The 1-1 to Pupo, sprayed foul and out of play. Pupo in the first struck out looking. A couple of those at the beginning of the game. Players disagreed with the ruling by Bryce Reeves. 1-2. Change up fouled. Bryce Reeves, your home plate umpire on the bases is Taylor Schneider. First we've seen of this crew. Got a lot of Bryce Reeves last year, though, in the WCL. 1-2. Change up. Got him swinging. Pupo chased down in the zone as popped up a little dirt in the process. And DJ Kawahi has his 5th K. You take away the free passes in the first inning, he has been on a roll. One of his toughest customers yet, though, now, and Aiden Tallarico. As its first pitch is grounded to the left side, fielded by Young, the third baseman. Throw to first on one hop, dug out by Rickman. And they get Tallarico by a couple of steps. A great play by Mateo Rickman, who had to dig a baseball up the first baseline. And there was the threat there that Tallarico could have barreled through him. All good. Now Sir, who will foul the first pitch off. Good to see that Josh Sir is still in this baseball game after getting plunked in his first at-bat, which initially looked like it might sideline him. 0-1, change up, called to strike at the base of the zone. A late call by Bryce Reeves, and it's 0-2. But we are chugging along because of this starting pitching on both sides. Here's the 0-2. Just low. Went back to that off speed. DJ Kawahi. Working quick. Now the pitch. Fastball fouled right back. 6 starts with Bushnell. Mentioned that 4.12 ERA. But at one point in the season, threw a 9-inning complete game at the University of British Columbia. 2-strike pitch. Check swing. Sir, win around, according to base umpire Taylor Schneider. And DJ Kawahi has his 6th K of the night. We'll end the top half of the 3rd inning. The Elks still with just 1 run. To the bottom half, more Jackson Kendall when we return. Bottom of the 3rd inning, rolling along here in Walla Walla. Game 1 of 3, a gorgeous Friday night in Washington. Elks and the Sweets. It's Hawson, Owens, and Knowles do up this inning. 8, 9, and 1. Starting with Gaines Hawson, outfielder from the University of Cumberland. The pitch. Runs in tight, and is it a foul or did it hit off the hand of Gaines Hawson? And they say it's a hit by pitch, but man, that sure sounded like it hit the bat. They're going to go check on Hawson. The trainer will go out there as well. What was the call? Looked like Bryce Reeves might have said hit by pitch, and he does. That surely sounded, if we're going purely off of that, like a foul ball. A lot of wood in that. You can tell by the crack, and Alan Cox is now going to call time and come out and talk to Bryce Reeves. Can we just do away with the hit-by-pitch controversy in the Bend Elks? I mean, this has been unbelievable over this last week. Feels like every game something comes up about, is it a hit-by-pitch or is it not? And the Elks had to deal with it last year, too. And they're not going to overturn it. It stays as a hit-by-pitch. If only it was that easy on Tuesday night. Turning the page to the 9-hole batter in Owens. Kendall's pitch. Fastball just in tight. By a hair. Elks defense looking at turn 2. Big righty Jackson Kendall comes set. And comes home. Fastball popped up, foul and out of play. Jackson Kendall, familiar with this summer ball scene, was in Duluth in the Northwoods League the last 2 summers. Now making his way to Bend, Oregon. That tall righty out of Houston Christian. The 1-1. Fastball popped up right side of the infield and shallow. Jones coming over near Elrod. Will call him off, make the catch, and there's 1 out as Hawson's forced to hold at first. Back to the top with Peyton Knowles. Knowles, his first time through, struck out. That's how Jackson Kendall got this out and started. Hawson off at first. The pitch. Fastball grounded right back up the middle and through for a base hit. Hawson will move up to second and hold there. The Sweets have a couple of base runners here in the third. Now the batter is Trevor T., who worked a tough walk in his first AB. The beef coming up for the Sweets. A tough spot for Kendall. Here it is. Misses low. Good stop by Marcus Galvin on a slider that trailed down and away. Moved his body completely and got a body on it to keep it in front. He has been ultra impressive this summer when it comes to exactly that, the defensive side of the catcher position. T with a slight choke up from the right side. Kendall's 1-0. Squares to bunt, pops up the bunt, and foul just behind home plate. That was simply for a hit, looking to drag it down the third baseline and catch Kevin Ferruda napping, who, even if the bunt was expected, would not have crashed. With that traditional wheel play in this case, Ferruda will hold at third on a bunt. 1-1 with 1 out. Peek back at 2, now the pitch. Fastball, blooped. Shallow left, but Fulton's there, moving to his right. And there's 2 gone. Both outs this frame have come via the pop out. Now Mateo Rickman with 2 outs. Good crowd on hand as always here at Walla Walla. Really good fan base that loves their sweets. First pitch to Rickman is fouled straight back off the netting. One of our favorite road trips because of that, and the press box is pretty cool too because we're essentially right on top of the field. So you get a feel for the pitch movements, the crack off the bat, all of the little things. Kendall's 0-1. Slider misses down and away. Started with a hit by pitch to Hassan that was questionable. Elks thought it might have been a foul ball. Reached, but then Kendall has done a good job pitching through that. 1-1. Fastball just a bit high at the top of the zone. And a hitter's count for Mateo Rickman. Mateo Rickman so far this season, 1 run batted in those 3 games he's played. Struck out looking his first time. As time is called before Kendall throws the pitch, and it's a pitch clock violation on the tall righty. A big difference in count between 2-1 and 3-1. That's a costly mistake. (3-1). Fastball popped up on the infield. Jones goes back, trailing into shallow center, comes in and makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Jackson Kendall continues to pitch himself out of jams. All 3 outs that frame. Pop outs, soft contact from the Sweets. We go to the 4th. A slim 1-0 lead for the Elks here on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the 4th inning. We've been moving here in Walla Walla. 1-0 Bend Elks. Aiden O'Neill up here in the broadcast booth. Thanks so much for taking some time out of your Friday night. Gorgeous one here in Walla. First pitch fastball misses in tight. Mason Elrod will start off this frame. Then Marcus Galvin and Kevin Ferruta do up. 5, 6, and 7 in this order. 1-0. Fastball called to strike. Mason Elrod, one of the better pure players on this team, started off this season really struggling, and in the first had an RBI single, the lone run of this game. 1-1 fastball, grounded softly on a couple of hops to the shortstop in Owens. Will throw to first in time. The throw was high, forcing Rickman to stretch to the sky, but they get the out anyway. 6-3 on the putout, bringing up Marcus Galvin. DJ Kawahi still going, and a first pitch strike. If you're the Elks, you're happy at the moment that you're up 1-0, but they've had so many pitching struggles that you feel like you really need to add on. 0-1 heater, just a hair low. Some groans from the home crowd here in Walla Walla. They wanted that one. Galvin his first time walked. 1-1. Fastball misses low. Marcus Galvin at GCU a year ago. Now in the transfer portal. 2-1. Fastball clobbered to center field with some backspin. Trailing out near the track is Kane, but he reaches up and makes the backhanded grab for the second out. Ball is really not flying tonight. That felt like a barrel from Marcus Galvin that just didn't go anywhere. As Kevin Ferruta will dig in with 2 gone. Top 4, nobody on base. Kawahi's pitch runs in tight, almost hits Ferruta. Ferruta struck out in the first inning. 1-0 heater called a strike on the outside corner. From Contra Costa Community College. You get a lot of those players in summer ball looking to prove themselves, and they all play with a chip on their shoulder. 1-1 misses down. Contra Costa, in 33 games, he hit .336. Looking for that next chapter now, as the 2-1 is a check swing on a pitch outside. And Ferruta went around. No need for Bryce Reeves to appeal. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kawahi gets the sign from Osborne. Now the pitch. Fastball grounded softly. More action for the shortstop in Owens. Comes in, throws to first, and that will end the inning. The Bend Elks' last hit was the Mason Elrod RBI single. Other than that, no hits. We'll go to the 4th. Jackson Kendall keeps working when we return. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 Elks. Troy Osborne up for the sweets, and on the first pitch he sees, he scolds a single right back up the middle for a base hit. That is the first hit that Jackson Kendall has allowed. And it comes at the start of the 4th inning. Or correction, he already allowed one. That's poor on me, scorebook-wise. Peyton Knowles at the top of the 3rd inning had himself a hit. So make that the 2nd hit tonight. Now it's Young. First pitch to Young. He chops one into the ground to the shortstop in Fulton. Flip to second for one. Throw to first. Not in time, as Elrod was forced to come off the bag on a wayward throw from Jones. But even if it was on the money, I'm not sure they would have got Young with his speed busting out of the box. Bringing up Gunnar Guile from Tucson, Arizona. Struck out looking, the lefty did, in his first AB. Another ground ball for Kendall will get the Elks out of this. The pitch, runner on the move. Slider misses up. Throw down to second is high and not in time. A stolen base for Osborne. And the Sweets have the tying run in scoring position. Guile with 3 runs batted in so far this summer in another spot here. From the University of Arizona. 1-0. Check swing on a slider that misses low. Appeal down to Taylor Schneider, says he did not go. Didn't see any time at U of A this last season. But last summer was here in Walla Walla. 2-0, swung on and missed at a fastball on the outside corner. The runner at second is Troy Osborne. Gunnar Guile up now. Guile last summer, .240 with the Sweets. 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Slight shift to the pull side. Jones in shallow right field. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Guile going to take a long walk. Or is it strike 3? Guile's walking to the dugout like it is. And the scoreboard here was wrong. So that's another punch out for Jackson Kendall. Strikeout number 4 here in the 4th frame. Look into Sam Kane. First pitch misses up. Sam Kane popped out to Mason Elrod in foul territory in his first at-bat. That was the moment where Jones and him crashed into each other. Kendall peek back at 2, now the pitch. Fastball called a strike on the outside corner. No stats logged, so the assumption is this is his first game of the season as a Walla Walla Sweet. 1-1, Osborne on the move. Fastballs fouled back to the net. We'll do it again. He got a really good jump as Kendall wasn't paying attention to him out there on second. If you don't mind or worry too much about that extra 90 feet if you're Kendall, knowing that Osborne's already in scoring position. 1-2, 2 outs, bottom 4. Looking to escape. Here it is. Slider popped up. Shallow center, but Braden Jones is there. He'll make a reach up and make the catch, and now we'll end the inning. Pop outs galore. That's been the story of Jackson Kendall's outing. And he has been incredible on a Friday night in Walla Walla. 4 frames of shutout baseball. We roll on to the 5th. 1-0 Elks on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the 5th inning here in Walla Walla. Elks on top 1-0. Braden Jones to start off this inning for Bend against DJ Kawahi as the first pitch fastball misses outside. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Aiden O'Neill in the broadcast booth. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, what are you doing? Come on up. Fastball misses low. Bend Elks YouTube, where you're listening to this game right now. So much content coming your way, and in particular, our home games are live streamed with video. 2-0. Fastball away. So you want to make sure you're subscribed for that. We're looking to reach the goal of 1,000 subscribers here sometime soon, and we're knocking on the door. 3-0. Heater just a bit low. A 4-pitch walk to Braden Jones. The Elks get a leadoff base runner on here in the 5th. Bringing up the middle infielder in Adam Fulton. But yes, Pierce does an incredible job producing our home games. So you got to be subscribed. First pitch to Fulton, flared at the shortstop in Owens. It goes under his glove into shallow center. And a single off the fist for Fulton. Now first and second with nobody out. So make sure you subscribe. Next home game will be next Tuesday night. Couple of non-league games next week. Some stars coming to town. We'll have more on that early next week. And then Corvallis over the weekend. To the top of the order now with Keaton Nato, who will square to bunt. Get it down just in front of home plate. Fielded by Osborne. He'll throw to first. Bryce Reeves signaled out really early. But it's a sack bunt that was just in front of the plate. Picked up by Osborne. He must have tagged the runner in Nato. Up to third is Braden Jones, and up to second is Adam Fulton. Now Eli Pupo. First pitch fastball misses low. Walla Walla has recognized their inability to score some runs tonight, and even though it's just the 5th, the infield is shading in for Pupo. A ball in the outfield would bring in a run most definitely. 1-0 changeup. Hit foul and out of play. The Elks have really struggled with getting bunts down so far this season, so highly encouraging to see Nato get it down there. And now you got the beef with runners on base. 1-1. Fastball grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. Jones is going to come in to score. Getting held at third is Fulton. The throw from the center fielder, Kane, comes all the way home. But Eli Pupo with an RBI single. And the Elks lead 2-0. Just put in bat to baseball. It hit off a weird lip in the grass over the glove of Owens. And good situational hitting from the Elks. Now another dangerous threat in Aiden Tallarico, who's cooled off after that big night he had last Saturday. Kawahi's pitch. Slider misses away. Tallarico was hit by a pitch in the first and grounded out in the third. Fulton on third, Pupo on first. Pupo takes off. The 1-0 is grounded to the third baseman and Young. He goes home with the throw. Fulton slides and he's out. Tag applied right on the hand. 2 gone. You got to give credit to Young at third because he was not even with the bag, just beyond it. And on the chopper, went home with the throw, threw a perfect strike, and cut down a speedy Adam Fulton on an awkward 5-2 putout. Tallarico reached it first. Now Josh Sir, who will cut on and miss at a fastball at the top of the zone. That's frustrating if you're the Elks. You get a runner on third, with less than 2 outs, you want to execute and get that guy in. But not done yet. Joshua Sir. A lot of power in the cleanup man's bat. 0-1 is popped up just beyond home plate. Osborne gives it a look, and it goes out of play. Pupo on second, Tallarico on first. We're still just waiting with all this pop in Sir's bat for him to connect on one, because his batting practice is so impressive. The 0-2. Pupo's going to take off and go to third. It kicks off the glove of Osborne. Both runners are going to move up. Pupo was stealing on the pitch. Tallarico advances on the wild pitch. And now 2 more runners in scoring position. Osborne, in his case, thankful to find the ball at his feet, because if he lost it for an extra moment, Pupo might have rounded third and gone all the way home. 1-2 with 2 outs. Here it is. Fastball crushed deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's well foul. Josh Sir, after saying how when he connects, it goes a long way, absolutely destroyed that baseball into the trees just to the left of the foul pole. It would have been gone by 30 feet. A long foul, and we'll do it again. Kawahi's 1-2. Slider popped up and out of play. He just continues to battle. Was it Vanguard this last season? Now headed to Long Beach State. The Dirtbags, an iconic group in college baseball, looking to get back to the top. 1-2 slider, good take on a pitch that folded over the bottom of the zone and just low. That's a gutsy take, too, when you're in swing mode already after back-to-back foul balls. Good at-bat, looking to win it. Elks already on top, 2-0, but need to add on. The 2-2. Fastball misses outside. We've seen too many times over this road trip where no lead is safe on either side of the equation. And the Elks know that more than anybody. 3-2, 2 outs. Pupo on third, Tallarico on second. Here's the pitch. Change up, got him swinging, as Sir was way out in front of it. And DJ Kawahi wins the battle. 7 strikeouts now for the Walla Walla Sweet starter. The Elks get 1 in on the C&I ground ball up the gut. RBI single for Pupo. It's 2-0. To the bottom of the 5th we go on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Do not go anywhere. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Walla Walla. Hassan, Owens, and Knowles do up this frame. 8-9-1 for the Sweets. Elks lead 2-0 in Game 4 of this 6-game trip. First pitch home is a slider that misses just a hair in tight. Jackson Kendall. Pitcher's still going for the Bend Elks. He hit Hassan his first time through in a similar spot. 1-0, lined over the glove of Mason Elrod at first and into right field for a leadoff single. Sweets have struggled with barreling up Jackson Kendall. That was one of their better swings of the night against him. Austin Owens will hit with a runner on. Kendall comes home on a fastball. The miss is in tight. Despite Owens popping out in his first at-bat, he's been one of the better hitters for the Sweets so far in 5 games. 4 runs batted in, an average over 300. 1-0, fastball misses away. Kendall looking to just get back into that zone and settle in. After starting off so strong against the leadoff batters, last 3 frames the leadoff man has reached as the 1-0's fouled off the glove of Galvin and kicks down near his feet. The Elks are most definitely kicking themselves looking back to the last inning. Yes, you get 1 in, but could have had more with a couple of runners in scoring position. Kendall's 2-1. Slider just low. With the top of the order on deck, although Austin Owens has been great, you'd expect this to be a challenge. Runner on first in Hassan. Here it is. And it's way outside, slipping out of the hand of Jackson Kendall. And there's runners on first and second with nobody out. Time is called by pitching coach Wes Harper. And this might be a sign for the Bend Elks bullpen to start stirring. 3rd time through the order is always tough for any starting pitcher, as the team you're going against can finally start to know your tendencies and start to pick some things up. Whole infield on the mound with Wes Harper. And during this break, let's take a look at your West Coast League scoreboard on this Friday, June 5th. The Richfield Raptors are in Port Angeles at 3-0 in the top of the 4th. Bellingham at Springfield on top 5-0 in the top of the 5th. Wenatchee on top of Kamloops 6-4 in the bottom of the 3rd. Edmonton beating Nanaimo 9-3, top 4. Kelowna on top of Victoria 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Yakima on top of Marion 7-3 in the top of the 4th. Marion, the team that just swept the Elks, and Corvallis and the Pickles tied 0-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. We're back, and Knowles is up. The pitch is skied to left center field. Pupo's giving chase. He's not going to get there. It sails over his head. Hassan's going to come in to score. Owens gets the wave right behind him. Throw goes into the cutoff man and Fulton. The throw home's not in time, and we're tied 2-2. Well, on the first pitch that Peyton Knowles sees after the mound visit, he skies a ball to left field, and Eli Pupo had no chance jumping on a first pitch fastball that was middle. Bringing up Trevor T. Groove in a fastball to T that's called a strike. Jackson Kendall just went 4 innings in start number 1. Back in that same spot here, 4 innings through, and finally in some trouble. 0-1. Slider misses down and away, and it squirts by Galvin. Moving up to third on the play is Peyton Knowles. And the go-ahead run for the Sweets is 90 feet away. If Marcus Galvin can't block a ball, that means it was probably pretty impossible. He gets just about everything back there. See if this draws the infield in. It looks like the corners will creep in. The middle infielders stay back. 1-1 to T. Fastball grounded to the left side. Fielded by Fulton deep in the hole. Crossbody throw to first is in time. But Knowles comes in to score. And the Walla Walla Sweets, just like that, are on top 3-2. Jackson Kendall was moving and grooving. But this inning has been a clunker. A single, a walk, and then a double. 3-batter sequence. First pitch to Rickman is fouled up the third baseline. Houston Christian, it was a rocky campaign for Jackson Kendall, but during summer ball in Duluth last year, he showed a lot of flashes of brilliance, and we see the same here in Bend. Owen slider misses low. Rickman is 0 for 2 with the looking strike 3 and then a pop out to the second baseman in Jones. 1-1. Fastball grounded, foul sharply up the third baseline. Just some stretching. It looks like Christian Estep is the man walking around in the Elks bullpen. Nobody throwing yet, though. Nobody on base now with one gone in the fifth. 1-2. Grounded sharply on 3 hops to the second baseman. Jones throws to first, and there's 2 outs. Pair of groundouts for Jackson Kendall gets him back on track. Batter is Osborne, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Kendall fires. Fastball fouled away and out of play. These two groups had some battles last season, if you remember. They played in the second half strictly last year. First series was at Gena as the 0-1s fouled away, where the Elks really rolled the Sweets. That was July 1st through 3rd. Put up 10-plus runs in each of those 3 games and swept Walla Walla. And then when they came here towards the end of the month, the 22nd through the 24th, the Sweets took 2 out of 3. 0-2. Nubbed to the first baseman and Elrod on the fly, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. But the moral of the story is these two groups are balanced, and the 3-3 record on both sides shows it so far this year. We're in a good one. After the Sweets score 3 in the 5th to the 6th frame. Elks now down by 1. We're back after this on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the 6th inning, Elks looking to answer the Sweets 3 spot in the 5th. Mason Elrod, Marcus Galvin, Kevin Ferruta due up as the first pitch to Elrod is skied to shallow center field. First step back for the center fielder is Kane, but he comes in and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. The last hit for the Bend Elks was last inning with Eli Pupo on that RBI single, but they left 2 runners on base. First pitch to Galvin is a changeup that misses low. With that said, looking to cash in as the 1-0 is skied to shallow right field. Moving over is Guile. He'll reach up and make the catch. 2 outs. Bringing up Kevin Ferruta. The Elks last night showed a lot of fight. They were down 10-4 going into the 8th inning. Scratched across 3 in the 8th, cut that deficit in half, and then we're 1 swing away from tying the game as Ferruta cuts on and misses at the first pitch. But that's what we're looking to see tonight out of the Elks. Yes, a 3 spot for the Sweets, but do they lay down or fight back? 0-1 fastball, just a bit off the plate. Still so early in the summer, it's impossible to overreact over the little things. 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed. It's 1-2. But one thing we can be cordial about and just straight up with is DJ Kawahi has been lights out. The righty out of Bushnell is mowing down these Elks after a rocky frame last time as the 1-2 is fouled off the hand of the catcher in Osborne, who walks out just in front of home plate, shaking out that right hand, closing it and reopening it. Leo Ortiz will now go and check on him to make sure he's all right. Head coach of the Sweets. Looks like he's just fine. This is year 1 for Leo Ortiz, who has been on staff for quite some time here in Walla Walla. But now the head coach. 1-2 with 2 outs. Got him swinging on a changeup low, and DJ Kawahi keeps it moving. Eight strikeouts for Kawahi. Jackson Kendall coming back out for the 6th. The deepest an Elks starter has worked into a game this season. We'll step aside, bottom 6, when we return on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Landon Young starts it off for the Walla Walla Sweets in the bottom of the 6th inning. Elks trail 3-2. Jackson Kendall back out for more. It's 5, 6, and 7 in this order. His pitch home is fanned on and missed. Folds down. Longest a starter had gone into a game prior to tonight was Ty Van, 4 2/3 2 nights ago against the Berries. Now Kendall, 5 innings complete, still going as the 0-1 is swung on and missed. Landon Young is 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. Just some minor blips for Kendall, but other than that, he's been cruising. His 0-2. Grounded on one hop to Elrod, and he kicks it with some funky spin. Young will reach on the E3. You feel for Mason Elrod because that ball really did take a weird hop. He's going to get tagged with the error, but it was cued off the end of the bat where you could tell it was going to be a tough play as soon as it hit Wood. Now Gunnar Guile will square to bunt, pull back, and take low as Marcus Galvin keeps it in front. There's been a lot that's been impressive by Marcus Galvin, but in particular, just his ability to block and on a consistent basis being behind the plate. Throw over to check on Young, who's back safely with a dive. Young's going to take off. Fastball misses up. No, it's called a strike. But the throw down to second is not in time. Landon Young steals the base. Another RBI opportunity here for the Walla Walla Sweets. Giles struck out twice. Kendall comes home. Fastball popped up and foul. Out of play. It's 1-2. Gunnar Guile was in the fold at the University of Arizona in 2025, but no playing time this last year. 1-2 grounded foul. And he'll stay alive. A team in U of A that went all the way to the College World Series last year, but faltered this season, missing the postseason entirely under Chip Hale. Was a weird year for the boys in Tucson. 1-2. Changeup misses down. College World Series going on right now. Has been some great games today. Earlier, West Virginia just walloped Cal Poly. They look legit. USC came back against the University of North Carolina. A lot of Elks in that game for Southern California. 2-2 fastball misses away. Augie Lopez was a big part of that Elks team last year. Mason Edwards, the year prior, was the Elks' best pitcher. And he started the game today. Even though it was rocky, he has had an incredible season. Kendall's 3-2 to Guile. Lined into center field. Tallarico comes in, but it falls in for a base hit. Young moves up to third. The throw goes into the cutoff man in Elrod. And there's runners on the corners with nobody out. Barrel found off a Guile, and in this third time through the order, it does feel like maybe something's being figured out. The righty warming up is Christian Esteb from Oklahoma City. He'll be next after Kendall. Kendall's got to go through Kane. On the move with the pitch is Gunnar Guile, but it's fouled back, and he'll have to retreat to first. The Elks have had road woes, to say the least, after being 10-18 last year away from home 0-3 so far here as the 0-1's crushed into left field. Pupo ranging to his left, dives and makes the catch. Tagging at third and coming home is Young. He will score. But Eli Pupo might have just kept the game intact by taking away extra bases. It's an RBI sacrifice fly. That is a huge out, though, and Alan Cox is now out to go talk to Bryce Reeves. This is going to be about if Gunnar Guile, or Landon Young, rather, at third, may have left early on that sacrifice fly. And then with that chat, he'll also go to the bullpen and bring in Christian Estep. Jackson Kendall with a good start, all things considered. 5 1/3, 4 runs allowed. He was dominant at the beginning. And then the third time through the order, the Sweets started to see him and get in more of a rhythm. But Estep will enter with a runner on first base. We'll let him warm up and come back after this. New pitcher into the ball game for the Bend Elks. It's the Husky righty Christian Estep, 6'3", 230-pounder from Rogers State in Oklahoma, from Oklahoma City. He'll enter to face Hassan, the righty bat, with a runner on first and 1 gone in the 6th. Runner on the move, fastball fouled up the first baseline, and Guile will have to go back to first. 4-2 Sweets. The Elks started off this game on top 2-0. Some missed opportunities in between. But we had a feeling they had to add on, and that feeling is a reality now. 0-1. Misses up. Christian Estep, one other appearance so far this season. Throw back to first, back with a dive, or 2 rather. 2 innings pitched, a 4.5 ERA, a 1 whip. And also, when you watch him take batting practice, he's got some pop in the bat. 1-1. Fastball sprayed foul just beyond home plate. It's now 1-2. Hassan was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, singled in the 1st. Last time that Estep threw was on June 2nd. He went an inning, and the Elks 1-run loss earlier this week. Estep comes set. Throw over to check on Guile, who's back with a dive. Guile with quite a bit of speed over there at first. Estep's 1-2. Misses up. Gunnar Guile, no stolen bases yet on the season, but that's likely bound to change. An aggressive base runner. Two. Got him swinging. Broke down the swing of Hassan, who almost went down to one knee. Christian Estep enters and immediately gets a punch out. Bringing up Austin Owens, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Estep fires. Fastball. Hit well to deep left center field. Pupo's going back. He's at the track. He's at the wall. Looks up and it's gone. Austin Owens. A 2-run home run. Gives the Walla Walla Sweets a 6-2 lead, his first of the summer. To the top of the order now with Peyton Knowles. Fastball misses down and in tight. The frustration lives on for these Elks. Another game starting off on top 2-0, and in the blink of an eye it's 6-2. 1-0 fastball, grounded on 2 hops to Elrod at first. He'll flip to the covering Estep, and that will end the inning. Not after the big swing from Austin Owens, who's been killing it to start this year. His first homer. 6-2 Sweets, 7th inning when we return on the Bend Elks YouTube page. Top of the 7th inning. First pitch to Braden Jones is sprayed foul and out of play. Elks now trail 6-2 after the 2-run shot by Austin Owens. Still going is DJ Kawahi. 0-1 changeup misses outside. Bend Elks started this game off ahead 2-0, but since then it's been all sweets in game 1 of this series. 0-1 changeup, fouled off the end of the bat, 0-2. Jones, Fulton, and then the top of the order with Nadeau. Braden Jones 0 for 1 tonight. Kawhi's 0-2. Misses low. Kawahi, rather, not Kawhi Leonard. Jones out of Tacoma Community College, now in the portal. 2-2. Fouled right back just above us. This net behind home plate is relatively low. I wonder if the ball is placed in the right area, if I could possibly get one up here. I got to stay ready. While he does the 2-2 again, a soft ground ball it is to the first baseman in Rickman. He'll take it himself. 1 out. Adam Fulton will hit. 1 for 2. First pitch is flared on one hop to the first baseman Rickman. He kicks it momentarily, stays with it, touches first, 2 outs. And late in a game, you got to see more pitches if you're the Elks. Now trailing by 4, they need base runners and need a lot of them. And swinging at the first pitch of an at-bat doesn't do anybody any favors. Now Keaton Nadeau. First pitch home is a fastball that misses up. Nadeau is 0 for 3 tonight, but got down a good sacrifice bunt in the 5th inning that resulted in the Elks ultimately scoring later. 1-0 misses up and in tight. It's 2-0. So make that 0 for 2 with the sacrifice. That won't count against his average. So impressive from DJ Kawahi to still be throwing. 2-0 is fouled right back. It is a rarity to see somebody in summer ball go this deep into a game. But Kawahi's been built up from his last season at Bushnell. Worked a lot. As the 2-1 is grounded on a couple of hops to the shortstop Owens. Coming in on the run, his throw to first, though, is in the dirt and cannot be dug out by Rickman. So the first error for the Walla Walla Sweets on Austin Owens, who just homered. And it opens the door, even if it's just by a sliver, for the Elks in the 7th. And Eli Pupo throw over to check on Nadeau, who's back with a dive. Nadeau not afraid to take off. They called a balk. How about that? Look down momentarily, and then Taylor Snyder sending Keaton Nadeau to second. So Pupo with 2 outs gets to hit with a runner in scoring position. The pitch. Swung on and missed on a fastball down the heart of the plate. Eli Pupo teammates with DJ Kawahi at Bushnell, and pregame he raved about how good of a season Kawahi had. A tough arm. Walla Walla throwing here on a Friday night. 0-1. Fastball grounded softly to the second baseman who kicks it. Throw to first in time as Trevor T stuck with it. And that will end the inning. The Elks offense stays quiet. Just 3 hits tonight through 7 innings. And very similar to the last couple of nights. Timely hitting has not been there. Stretch time here in Walla Walla. Elks trail 6-2. Need a comeback. and needed quick when we return. Elks trail 6-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. The fans have stretched. Christian Estep still going for the Elks, facing 2, 3, and 4 in the Walla Walla order. First pitch misses low on the curveball. It's 1-0. T. Rickman and Osborne. The Elks need a 0 here to keep some momentum. Estep fires as the 1-0's popped up. Shallow center field. Going out is Fulton, the shortstop, who takes charge and makes the catch. Mateo Rickman, the batter. Estep fires. Fastball just outside. 0 for 3. Rickman tonight. 1-0. Fastball popped up. Shallow right center field. Tallarico and Sir coming over. It's Joshua Sir making the catch, and there's 2 outs. Troy Osborne will get a shot here with 2 outs. Once again, a reminder to follow our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Pierce Gordon, our lovely producer, can't be with me. I'm lonely up here in the booth. Doing a great job with it as the first pitch to Osborne is popped up. Foul territory. Mason Elrod coming in to the right side of the first baseline and making the catch. A really quick inning for these Bend Elks. 1, 2, 3. Can they build off of it? We'll see when we come back. Top 8. Elks trail 6-2. New pitcher into the ball game for the Walla Walla Sweets. Charlie Seneker facing the Beef, starting with Aiden Tallarico. Top of the 8th for the Elks. They need a rally here quickly, trailing 6-2. 1-0. Tallarico, a big hack and a miss. Tallarico, Sir, and Elrod do up this frame. Seneker, his first appearance so far this year with Walla Walla. 1-1 is grounded foul as Johnny Kemp jump out of the way. Looks like he'll be all right. 1-2. Got him swinging. Tallarico chases down and away. 1 out. The night for DJ Kawahi is done, and he was fabulous. You got to give credit where credit is due. 7 innings pitched, just 2 runs allowed. Now Josh Surup, who will take a fastball for a strike. And also 8 punch-outs for the man out of Bushnell. The best arm the Elks have faced so far this year, and he was as advertised. 0-1 to Sir. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Sir's been quiet as well. 0 for 2. Couple of Ks. 0-2 fastball. Called strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. Sir's down on 3 pitches and back-to-back strikeouts for Charlie Seneker. Bringing up Mason Elrod. Seneker fires a fastball that misses outside. Seneker goes to William and Mary. Was a freshman this last season, and they're through 31 innings, an 8.71 ERA, 21 Ks to 16 walks. 1-0 misses down and away. But the story of summer ball is we see time and time again, a lot of pitchers bounce back, even if their regular season might be lackluster. 2-0 fastball grounded softly to the left side, fielded by Young, ranging to his left, throw to first in time, and that will end the inning. Elks go down in order again. Bottom 8 when we return, 6-2 Walla Walla. Cade Finazzo, the new arm in for the Bend Elks, in relief of Christian Estep. Young Guile Kane coming up this inning. Finazzo's pitch is a fastball that misses. No, called a strike. Looked like it was a bit low, but Bryce Reeves gives Finazzo the call. Second appearance for the righty. 0-1 slider roped into left center field. It's going to split the gap. Rounding first and heading to second is Landon Young. He'll park the bus there. A leadoff double here in the 8th. Cade Finazzo in his first appearance with the Elks just a few days ago on June 2nd against the Berries, win an inning, 3 hits allowed, and a run. Walla Walla, though, after a slower start offensively, have picked it up in the latter stages of this game. This is now Gunnar Guile, who will take in tight for ball. Still a good crowd here at Borleski Stadium in Walla Walla. Game 1 of 3. 1-0. Fastball popped up, shallow center field off the beaming sunlight in the distance. Tallarico will make the catch. Tagging at second is Young. The throw in from Tallarico's well up the line. And Fruit has to field it on the backhand. Young with an easy tag on the F8. Runner at third now. Less than 2 outs for Walla Walla. Sam Kane will be the hitter, and no choice but for Alan Cox at this stage of the game to bring the whole infield in. Kane had a sac fly RBIs last time. First pitch home is down and away. Good block by Marcus Galvin. One-0. Fastball crushed down the left field line and foul. That was a loud strike, and a long one, too. Elks still looking for their first road win of the season. They started off 3-0 at home, and now on the road, dropped 3 straight to Marion, and on the brink of defeat against Walla Walla. 1-1 to Kane, down and away. Another good block by Galvin. Finazzo's got a cover, and he runs in, and he's safe. Finazzo was late to covering the plate, and it's 7-2. Sweets. It's also just great base running and anticipation from Landon Young. Two one. Fastball skied to deep left center field. Tallarico's got a beat on it, though. All the way just in front of the track. He'll make the catch for the second out. Although it's just one more run for Walla Walla, the difference between a 4-run lead and a 5-run lead at this stage in the game could be big. First pitch to Hawson. Misses outside for a ball. 1-0. Fastball fouled back and out of play. Hawson 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out his last time through. Cade Finazzo, after the leadoff double, has been better, but still hard contact from the Sweets. And EJB. 1-1. Slider called a strike. Finazzo out of Cal State San Bernardino, just like Keaton Nato. Just like a fan favorite a year ago, Benji Solano. 1-2. Grounded. Softly. Back up the middle. Fulton dives and stops it, but has none chance. An infield single by Hawson. Great effort by Adam Fulton, but an impossible play Hassan, too, with some decent speed. Austin Owens will hit with 2 outs as the 9-hole bat. Had a 2-run home run in the 6th inning. And these 2-out home runs, I think that's what makes it extra backbreaking for this Bend Elks staff, is they're giving up big hits when the inning is almost over. Pitch to Owens is a fastball that misses away. Let's look back to last night in a game the Elks lost 11-9. There were 2 3-run home runs in that game that both came with 2 outs. 1-0 fastball misses up. And tonight, 2 gone in the 6th. Austin Owens clubs a home run to deep left center. 2-0. Fastball popped up shallow center field. Talarico's coming in. He's got a beat on it. He'll reach up and make the catch, and that will end the inning. A big insurance run on the wild pitch as Landon Young comes in to score after the leadoff double. We'll go to the 9th. The Elks need 5 to keep playing. It's 7-2 Walla Walla. One final chance for the Bend Elks here in the top of the 9th. They trail 7-2 to the Sweets in Game 1 of this series. Looking to avoid their 4th straight loss all away from home. Aiden O'Neill up in the broadcast booth. It's been a very quick game tonight. We're just past 2 hours. Marcus Galvin will start off this inning. Take a fastball that misses low. Galvin, Fruta, and Jones, if you were with us last night in Salem, late rallies were the story. The Elks almost came all the way back. 1-0 changeup misses in tight, and you never know. I say it again, especially in summer baseball. Anything can happen. 2-0 changeup is chopped foul off of Galvin in the box. Marcus Galvin reached once on a walk and flew out the other 2 times. Gorgeous pink sunset in the distance with clouds overhead as the 2-1 runs in tight, and it hit Marcus Galvin. It all started with a hit by pitch. Last night, it all started in the 9th inning with a walk. David Roberts last night, one of the more consistent closers in college baseball with St. Mary's, ended up walking 4 batters in the same inning and created a rally for the Elks that transpired out of nowhere. Carter Hess will be the pinch hitter for Kevin Ferruta, the Bend product out of Summit High School. 2-way guy doing some hitting from the right side. Senecker's pitch. Misses outside. Carter Hess has been taking some impressive batting practice throughout the last couple days. A lot of pop. 1-0, big swing and a miss. Go through the records here, but I believe this is Carter Hess's first at-bat this season with the Elks. He started the Drifters Elks game on Sunday on the bump as the 1-1 is chopped foul. This is indeed at-bat number 1. On the mound, he threw on May 31st, as I mentioned. 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs. Off of first is Galvin. 1-2 to Hess. Breaking ball, got him swinging. Was up and in tight, and he chased for strike 3. Charlie Sinecker out of the bullpen. That's strikeout number 3. And the Elks in general have punched out a ton tonight. 11 of the 25 outs so far have been via the K. It's almost half. Now Braden Jones will ground a ball. Right back up the middle. It could be 2. Fielded by Owens at short. Throw to first in time. And the ball game is over on the 6-3 double play. Wow. That felt like a knockout punch in 3 rounds of a fight where you barely get started, your coach is coaching you up in the corner, and then you go back out there a little exhausted. In the very next moment, you wake up and it's over. That game was just over 2 hours long. And the Walla Walla Sweets crushed the Elks. Bend has dropped their 4th straight, all 4 coming on the road. And I say it again, those road struggles from a year ago where the Elks went 10-18 away from home are once again resonating with them in 2026. 0-4. When you look back to last year, they didn't win a road series until their 3rd try. But this has been a tough, tough stretch. Started with Dexter Kawahi on the bump for the Walla Walla Sweets. 7 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, 8 strikeouts. He was dominant, the righty out of Bushnell. And on the other side, Jackson Kendall was good for a bit. Went the deepest that we've seen a starter go in Bend this season. Went 5 1/3, exited. Bullpen wasn't particularly bad, but the storyline tonight was the lack of offense. Only 2 runs, punched out 11 times, and were dominated by the starter on Walla Walla's side. It's still early, so you don't want to overreact, but it is the truth that the Elks have a problem on the road. Going back to last season, I'm going to calculate this before we sign off just to give you all some perspective. Going back to last season, including this 4-game losing streak. Let's see here. The Elks have lost 7 straight games on the road. 7 straight. Those 2 that came at the end of 2025 in the playoffs against Corvallis, both at their place. One of those in there mixed in was against the Portland Pickles. But 7 straight games away from Gena without a W. It's hard to know what you attribute it to because it's the same game of baseball, the same 9 innings, the same competitive environment in between the lines. But as soon as the Elks have hit that bus trip, it has been a rough go of things. Just game number 7, but after the Elks started 3-0, they are now 1 game below 500 at 3-4. And we'll look to get back on track in game number 2 tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Bend Elks YouTube. Just as frustrated as all of you at home. It's peculiar. The talent is there. I mean, look at it with Aiden Talarico. He hasn't gotten back on track since that big game on Saturday, and we know how talented he is. There's so much pure skill in the lineup, and nobody has been able to figure it out. 7-2, though, is your final. Game number 8. Tomorrow, Walla Walla improves to 4-3. Already said Elks 3-4. Thank you so much for joining us on a Friday night. Beautiful night in Walla Walla. We're back here tomorrow, same time, same place. As always, Aiden O'Neill signing